getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. On the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to TDPHINSTALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. I hope everybody is having a great day today. Punch that like button on your way in the building. We got some great news coming out of Miami. Terran Armstead is back. Tua is focused. Waddle's hurt, and the Steelers are in trouble. We're going to talk about that and more coming up. No, I shouldn't be muted. Somebody say I'm muted. Can y'all hear me? Yes or no? Can y'all hear me? Yes or no? Because I shouldn't be muted this time. All right, I'm good. Bobby just trolling me, but that's all right. It's all good. All right, man. Dolphinier in the building. Salute to all the members of the channel. Shout out to the mod squad. I see you, Ronnie. I see you, Jose. I see you, Horsey Head. I see y'all loud and clear up in here, man. Punch that like button on your way in, though, so that we can make sure we get the notifications out to everyone. Punch that like button. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, quick and simple, short and sweet. This stream is brought to you by our sponsor. Y'all already know what time it is. Mojo Sports. To me, it's the stock market in sports, the premier stock market in sports. If you're in Jersey, you get to take advantage of the play to invest in long-term stocks for your favorite players or players you think that's not going to do so well. Mojo Sports, ladies and gentlemen. Also, if you're not in Jersey, you can still download Mojo Sports and look at the stock of each player so you can follow guys and see if they're going up and going down. And the beautiful thing is they release the college players, man. They released the college players, so that's pretty dope, man. Shout out to my brother in here. He said, no, Breeder G in the building. I don't know why he ain't modded up. Let me add the mod. You know, that's the most fair weather Dolphin fan that I've ever known in my life, but he's truly family. I mean, like family, you know. So love you, brother. I'm glad to see you rocking with us. He said came to pay my dues. Oh man, the Triple S podcast, the homie, man. We go way back, man. That's my boy, man. Congrats, TD fans up. Corey, thank you. That haircut looking fresh, TD. It's average. It's average at best. You know, average. I did it myself, you know. I told y'all I'd be trying to, you know, do a little something here and there. You know, I feel like I could have did a little bit better, you know, but it's all right, you know. I fade it better next time, bring it down a little bit more on the fade. So we'll see. Had a bad day today. Heck yeah, TD is live. Hey, Fatburger03_. I'm sorry to hear you had a bad day today, man, but you know what? It's going to get better because we're going to win Sunday. And guess what? It's Thursday, bro. You know, one more day of the regular week before the weekend. Brush the day off. It's in the past. If you had a bad day, you took an L. but we don't take 2 L's over here. All right, we don't take 2 L's. So brush it off, wind down. It's behind you. And if it's something that's lingering, trouble don't last always, bro. Trouble don't last always. All right. Nice jacket, TD. Yeah. It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. It's getting cold, though. It's getting cold in Florida, man. The last 2 days, it's been freezing. Florida freezing be 55. People be in the 30s like, oh, it's chilly. Nah, it's freezing in Florida when it's in the 50s, man. Right now, I'll be waking up to 50-something degree weather. It's crazy. Just a little cold front. It'll be back up in the 70s, 80s, and all that next week. So we're going to ride it out. You heard about the Jets wide receiver, Elijah Moore? Yeah, I heard he wants out. He don't like how he's being used and all that good stuff. But hey, it's how it works. Come on, TD. It's 40 here. Comfy. Hey, man, we Floridians, man. Salute to my baby girl because I'm watching her right now, but she laying next to me in her little chair over here on the side, sleeping. So if she wake up, I'll be saying, hold on, y'all, and I'll pick her up and I'll take care of her. Because I told mommy she gonna be streaming with me as much as possible going forward. Got to keep my eyes on her, TD, what's the update on Byron Jones IR? I've been telling you, Bobby Supreme. Got about 17 more days or something like that before the cutoff. He'll either come back right when it's time to, or he's done for the season. I think he'll make it back right at the deadline. If he missed the whole season, man, what a bummer. What a bummer. I know what you mean, TD. Here in Belize, I'm cold in the 60s. Exactly, man. You're in Tampa Bay, TD, and maybe it'll be a little bit cooler. Yeah, right. I'm right in the Tampa area. So yeah, the little cold front coming through, man. TD, just here to show respect to you, the channel, your family. Thanks for the content. Salute to you, DF forever. I appreciate that, especially with all the hate that's going on these days, man. I always appreciate you all that tell me that you're showing me love. It's always appreciated, man. I can't say it enough. I can't say it enough. I could say I appreciate y'all till I'm blue in the face, but I don't know how to get it across the way you really feel it. But I truly am appreciative. But one way, that I try to get it across that you can feel it is just to keep doing me. Keep doing what I'm doing, providing the content, man. Why are you putting her through the torture of being a Dolphins fan? LOL. Rashad, man, stop, bro. Stop. I ain't even got a comment for you. She was born to be a Dolphin fan. All right. Reports saying Dolphins in play to get Shaq Thompson. Oh, I hadn't seen that report. It's a lot of reports floating. You're going to get a lot of reports for the next, 2 weeks, okay? Trade deadline coming up. It's just how it works, man. You're going to get – we may not make a single move. Well, we might make a few. I mean, who knows? We'll see over the next few days, but time will tell, all right? TD, how you feel about Skyler? You think he can be a guy? I think he can be a guy. But right now, they need to just sit him right back on the shelf. It was never a rush for him to play. Next season, you'll get a better look of him in training camp, or at least that's the goal. Get a better look at him in training camp with Tua, hopefully. And then after next year, then, you got decisions to make, Miami. Bree said you couldn't tell me the baby was born. Whoa, bro, check your messages. I hit you up. I text you in the hospital. You couldn't respond. Whoa. You know what, Bree? I'm gonna check into it. I think just to come to think of it, it's probably the same thing that's been going on with my other phone. For some reason, I'm not getting your messages, or you ain't getting mine on my main phone, but you're getting it on the business phone. Have no clue why. I'll figure it out, bro. But I did hit you up from the hospital. I seen your screenshot on the business phone. That's the only explanation that I think it is. But we'll see. We'll figure it out. He said, "Whoa, wow." I'm talking about whoa. I'm reading it wrong. Man, TD Noah finna make the Pro Bowl. Yeah, he is. Ooh, that's good news. Better for Tua. Still have the left side. Well, ain't nobody say Terran Armstead was playing Sunday. He came short of saying that he was going to play Sunday, but he is back in practice. He got that turf toe. I didn't know that he got the turf toe in the game in the opener. See, here's the issue with Armstead. He got turf toe in the opening game versus the Patriots, right? Turf toe is something that you at least want to sit down for about 5 weeks and don't do nothing so it could fully heal so you could be back to normal. But the problem is he kept trying to play through it. That's why he would miss plays, come out the game, come back in, then he wouldn't play. So he should have been doubted down. He should have been shut it down. He say it's getting better, but that's because he ain't playing 2 weeks. And the problem is if he play this week, it could get worse. Turf toe is something that needs to fully heal, then play. Now it's getting better. It's a lot better. I can play, but now you might make it worse so that you miss the next game. They need to sit him down until it's 100% so he can come back and keep playing games at 100%. Because the halfway healed, then he play, and then it hurt more. Then he halfway healed, then he play, and it hurt more. We can't survive like that. We can't survive like that. Tua will be rusty Sunday. He won't be rusty. He'll be lighting it up. How the fam doing? Hit the like button. They doing great. They're doing great. We put the just put the little boys down the bed. Has Noah made the same amount of big plays as X this year? Probably. This year, probably. He ain't played, so he ain't get beat as much as X, but he ain't playing. Now he been playing, so man, y'all, I should have never started that Noah stuff in the stream. Y'all don't even want to talk about Noah. Yeah, I ain't like everybody else out here. Like real talk, I was just trolling. Y'all know I was just trolling in the game. Saying it's Noah time. Listen, until Noah played 17 games and he absolutely looked average, I don't care. That's all I asked Noah to do is look average. But until then, I don't care. I ain't big up in 3 plays that everybody going crazy about. And all 3 plays, to be quite honest with you, he looked like he panicked. And it worked out in his favor. Man, listen, y'all. Noah just need to hey, if that's better play, hopefully it keep working out that way. I'll leave it at that, all right? I will leave it at that. Man, no. I will leave it at that, man. Oh, I love panicking Noah. Hey, I can't knock it. I'm with it. As long as it gets the job done, I am with it. I promise you that. I ain't got nothing against it. Nothing. That's funny though. All right, but real quick, Armstead is back, y'all, which is a huge positive. Hopefully he plays. If he plays, that's a good look for Tua. Give him, a better sense of protection that he's gonna need because I'm absolutely terrified about him Tua in this game against pressure. But we still don't know if he's gonna actually play. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say he will play. Personally, I don't think he should. I think he needs to get 100% healthy before he plays. But if he feels he can go, the grown man go. He's an ultimate professional in this league, but I don't want him stringing these injuries along. I don't want him, okay, I'm playing today, but I'm going to miss the next 2, and I'm playing today, and I'm going to miss the next 2. And the reason why I keep missing games is because I keep sacrificing playing. Just sit you behind out of, the right amount of weeks and then come back fully healthy. But we'll see how it works out. I hope it works out just fine, though. And I hope that turf toe is gone by Sunday and he can play and continue the season full force because we will need him going forward, all right? As far as Tua's focus, Mike McDaniel say he impressed with how focused he is, X, Y, and Z, more, window talk. it is what it is. I don't know what to expect from Tua coming after all of this. I just hope to see him on the field Sunday and he gives us his best effort and he helps us get a W. That's what it's about. That's all we want at the end of the day. Oh, let's get this W. Somebody said, what about right tackle Austin Jackson? Listen, Austin Jackson ain't show up today. So that wasn't a good sign. Here we are Thursday and he ain't show up. He still wasn't out there. So that's not a good look. And if he's not there tomorrow, then there's probably sets the tone right there that he will not be playing on Sunday. So Greg Little it is, but we still got to hope that Armstead plays because that's not guaranteed. Just because he was in practice today, it is a good look, but it ain't guaranteed. But this organization know they need him out there if Tua's going to be out there. And there was growing concern, and a lot of people have been hearing this. You can go to any platform, and a lot of them have heard the same thing, that this team is concerned about putting Tua out there if the O-line's not healthy. And that absolutely aggravates the heck out of me just to even hear that. Because why? I mean, why is he any more important than any other player? He's the quarterback. Regardless of what we got on the field, he needs to be out there playing and trying to help us win games. All right. Waddle hurt. Waddle got that shoulder injury. Waddle is was in a red jersey, do not touch today. I expect him to play, but at the same token, I've been telling y'all this for a while. Waddle been hurt for like 4 weeks now. Waddle's been playing hurt for like 4 weeks now. His production is dropped. Everybody say, oh, that's just because Tua's gone. Waddle been hurt. When Tua was here, we were in the Cincy game at the beginning. It was like, where's Waddle? Listen, he's been banged up. He's been banged up. So hopefully he can get healthy too, but I know he's going to give it a go. I know he'll give it a go, especially after last week. He don't want to repeat that, but he's another guy. Let him sit down and get healthy. I don't need him trying to catch passes and he fumbling it in the air and it get intercepted or he drops it in the turnover to ruin the game. Think they need to move Ezekama up and get a kid some reps, but that's neither here nor there. Y'all punch the like button for me. Steelers are in trouble, man. I don't see how they win this game. They won't be able to generate enough offense. Our offense can continue to absolutely suck. They can continue to suck, and they're not going to generate enough offense to beat us. I just don't see it happening. If it does happen, it's solely because our offense is turning the ball over, giving their defense points. Because they love to get their pick sixes and all of that good stuff. They love their turnovers over there in Pittsburgh. But we just have to have a mistake-free game, and the defense can win this game. And we just need a little bit of support by the offense. And who knows? They might crank up, and we just balling out like crazy on the offense. We don't know. Time will tell. In regards to this offense, though, man, I don't care how anybody wants to slice it or put it. We've been struggling on offense the entire season. And we have to do better. We have to figure out a way to do better. We got to punch touchdowns in the end zone and everything. If Cedric was good as advertised, Waddle can rest. Listen, I done already told y'all. I don't know who advertised how good he was. He ain't no bum. I'm not saying Cedric Wilson is a bum, but he ain't no difference from your run-of-the-mill Mac Hollins and Albert Wilsons and all of those kind of receivers of the world. Everybody be, yeah, but he got speed too and this and that. Man, whatever. I done already watched the film. I done studied the guy months ago, and I've been told y'all he not finna be impactful for us. I told y'all he'll have 2 games this season where he actually has a good game, where it's like, oh, man, he played well today. He caught like 4 or 5 balls and made some plays. And we ain't get one of them yet. We haven't gotten one of them yet. Every game they put him in and tell him run that 15-yard dig route or a comeback route, and all right, you got your reception, get out. And now these other 3 plays just blocked. That's what it's been. But I've been told y'all that. Oh, no, maybe we had people in the summer talking about, I think he'll get 800, maybe 7, in a bad season 5. Man, I see you'll be lucky if the man get 200 to 300 yards this season. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? And it ain't even as good as advertised. Listen, he barely on the field. Well, that was, I mean, what did you think? What did you think? Why would he be on the field? This is the West Coast offense. We run 2 and 3 man routes a lot, unless we're spreading it out, which we have. And that's another thing. We don't even have an identity on offense. We still ain't got an identity on offense. We started the season in the West Coast against the Patriots. That was slow motion, drag out defensive game. No team could barely score. We get to week 2 versus Baltimore. We try to do more of that West Coast. We look like absolute trash. Then in the fourth quarter, we start RPO spreading it out, and then we cooking. We went back to the Flores offense, just saying. Got back in that RPO, spread a little bit, and we start putting yards down the field. Buffalo tried to run the ball, tried to have a little balance, but we were RPO. We barely ran the West Coast. All summer, West Coast, West Coast, West Coast, West Coast. Barely. And since the Bengals game, we've absolutely abandoned it unless Teddy get in the game for one play and we in a form West Coast and they play action and he get safeties every time. We don't even have an identity on offense. Then versus the Jets, we run the ball. Now all of a sudden we're a run team. And then we come back to Minnesota and we ain't a run team no more. I mean, we have absolutely no identity. Yeah, I'll be streaming the game tonight. You know it. Thursday night football. I try to do every night, and that's going to be a boring game, but I'm going to stream it because I'm going to get my picks in. Excuse me. Only time we would blow them out is if our defense scores 4 touchdowns. Our offense was humming at the beginning of the season. I mean, I just don't see it. What do you mean by humming? What do you mean by humming? Our offense was humming at the beginning of the season? What's that? What's humming? Making low noise or something like that? I don't get it. I don't get it. But no, I don't think our offense was humming at all, even at the beginning of the season. Just my take. We've struggled all season, except the fourth quarter of the Ravens game. We pretty much struggled quite a bit outside of that. It's like cooking, TD. Well, our offense ain't been cooking. Like, I mean, once again, y'all got to think about it. We put up 20 points versus the Patriots? We put up 20 points? And that's after we actually picked Mac Jones off? Hold on, I'm gonna bring something up for you. You know I can help you out. Always got you covered. Always got you covered. Oh my gosh, why is this thing closing on me like this? Hate when it does that. TD, time's bad, but can I get some of them Dolphin shirts to rep on Sunday? It's for real. Time's bad, but can I get some of them Dolphin shirts? What Dolphin shirts? Some of what Dolphin shirts? I want to be clear on what you're saying. Email me, bro. Email me. Yeah, give me a second. I just have to pull this up. I need people to understand what's going on with our team because they don't seem to actually get it. All right. Miami Dolphins. Here we go. It's back up. All right. Let's go to this New England Patriots game, right? Full play-by-play. All right, so let's go back to the New England Patriots game, right? Miami, first of all, let's get this straight. Miami started the game with the first 3 points, and that was off of an interception. Javon Holland, remember when he was going to Parker in the end zone? He intercepted Mac Jones, and he returned the interception like 40 yards or whatever. That was the first drive, and we got a field goal out of it. That was 3 points, right? Then one of our touchdowns was because we sacked Mac Jones, and Melvin Ingram scooped it up and we scored. You see what I'm saying here? Where's the offense? We get a field goal off of an interception. We get another 7 points off of a Mac Jones fumble, and we scooped it up. Okay? Then we finally have one great drive where we actually score a touchdown. We take it all the way down the field, and we score a touchdown to make it 17 points. And the last field goal, let me see, where is it? We took it down the field because the Patriots scored a touchdown. We took it down, and Jason Sanders had to make a 49-yard field goal. So when we say the offense is cooking, we had one good drive for 92 yards, and we scored a touchdown. And we had one decent drive that we got a field goal off of. 10 points. The other 10 points was a defensive sack fumble and an interception that we kicked the field goal on. The offense ain't cooking. The offense isn't cooking. That's terrible offense. And that's what we were. Because when you look at the rest of our drives, watch this. In the Patriots game, 6 plays, 4 yards. 3 plays, 9 yards. Well, let me find them. 3 plays, 8 yards. That's 3 drives. We didn't even get 10 yards, y'all. Let's keep going. 10 plays, 45 yards, but we still punted the ball. That's 4 other drives in the game. 3 of them, we didn't even get 10 yards. So this notion of the offense was cooking early on. Okay. So what was next? Baltimore game? Remember, I keep telling y'all, take that fourth quarter out. We are like literally not like, and you got to understand, we scored 42 points. 28 was in the fourth quarter. All in the fourth quarter with all that blown coverage and then on top of it, at first they were trying to play prevent. We were ripping them apart. Then they played up and we got them over the top. But let's go to the Baltimore game. First quarter, 0 points. Second quarter, 7 points. But you know, I even got to look at that. Hold on. Let me pull this up. First quarter, we threw an interception, Tua. Second quarter, we got a touchdown. And that was because Baltimore decided to go for it on 4th down instead of punting the ball. Baltimore went for it on 4th down and didn't get it, and we got good field position, and we took it to rest and got a touchdown. The next drive, we punt the ball, 7 plays, 2 yards. The next drive, 8 plays, 21 yards, but another interception. I mean, come on, you can't make this up. Look at this first half. 2 interceptions on 2 drives. The third drive, you got 7 plays for 2 yards. In the fourth drive, you got a touchdown, and that's because Baltimore went for it on 4th down and didn't get it, and we were great field position. And this offense cooking. Third quarter, we come out of halftime and we cook. Now, that was a good drive, that first drive out of halftime. Remember those first drives, we always money. Then next drive, 6 plays, 20 yards. And right at the end of the third quarter, with like 32 seconds left, 32 seconds left in the third quarter, that's when we finally scored a touchdown, and y'all already know what happened in the rest of that fourth quarter. It was just a unreal experience. So this is why I keep telling y'all, one quarter versus Baltimore is where we keep getting this notion that our offense is cooking. Every statistical number that you bring up is because of the fourth quarter in Baltimore. You know, Tua actually threw for 250-something yards, 265 or something like that in that fourth quarter. Let's go to the next one. Because we got that Buffalo game. I actually like the Buffalo game. I actually like because they just have a great defense. So I liked how we got out of there with that victory in that game. All right. But again, we put up 21 points and we call our offense cooking, right? We're talking about cooking. Cooking, huh? Cooking. Had close to 200 by halftime. Joint to joint, you're correct. But what is 200 yards when you throw for 60 and then throw an interception, then throw for another 50 and then throw an interception? Offense ain't cooking. All we doing is getting wasted yards. He had almost 200 yards at halftime. You are correct. Tua had almost 200 yards in that Baltimore game. It was actually like more like 180 at halftime, which was phenomenal. But what good is it if you throw the interception? Ooh, we going all down the field. Interception. Oh, we going down the field. Interception. That ain't a cooking offense. Let's get something straight, ladies and gentlemen. Effectiveness in offense has nothing to do with yards. It is strictly points. But leave it to Dolphin fans. We do what we do best. We hold on to what we can hold on to. We ain't scoring touchdowns, but hey, we good in yards. Look at the yards we getting. We ain't getting no points. We not getting no points. Offense is judged off of points. Y'all out here holding on to yards that don't amount to nothing. Tyreek Hill done played 6 weeks in this season and got 2 touchdowns, and both of them was versus the Ravens at the end of the game. 5 games, not a single walk in the end zone. That's unacceptable. I don't care that he leading the league in yards. This man got 2 touchdowns 6 weeks in. With $30 million, you need double-digit touchdowns. It's about points. Y'all out here obsessing over yards. Teddy, on Sunday, we put up over 400 passing yards. What did that get us? Couldn't even get in the end zone. It's ridiculous. So this offense needs to figure out how to get in the end zone. They need to figure out how to put points up. Because what happened? What did y'all tell me at the beginning of the season? I said, well, under Flores, we averaged pretty much 22 points a game. I said with Tyreek Armstead and Connor and them, I think we'll go up around 24. And all these people got mad at me. Bro, you tripping. We going to average easily 28 a game. I'm like, do y'all know how hard it is to average 28? 24 is good. Man, you crazy. We putting up 28 a game easily. This offense out here averaging 12 points a game. Well, I'm sorry. Let's add the Baltimore. The fourth quarter to Baltimore was more like 18. And so it brings it up to 18. We got to be able to get touchdowns and help our defense out. All right, let's go to Buffalo because they say our offense is cooking, right? Watch this. First possession of the game for the Dolphins versus Buffalo. 5 plays, 13 yards. Punt the ball. Second possession, we scored a touchdown, y'all. But it only took us 6 yards to do it because Buffalo's fumbled at the 6-yard line. Buffalo fumbled at Buffalo fumbled at the 6-yard line. And it still took us 3 plays to get in the end zone. And Chase Edmonds is the one who ran the ball in. So there goes 7 of our points from a 6-yard gain by Chase Edmonds, and our offense is cooking. But hey, offense gets credit for that, even though, once again, that's not offensive production. Keep it going. Next drive, we actually cooked. 9 plays, 83 yards, just a thing of beauty. She's good. I got you. 9 plays, 83 yards, just a beauty. That drive was a great drive by the offense. We were cooking on all cylinders, tools hitting everybody. I mean, it was just a beautiful drive. That was a cooking drive. But we're already at 14 and we only got 7 more points for the rest of the game. Next drive, 6 plays, 22 yards, punt the ball. Next drive, 4 plays, 21 yards, punt the ball. Next drive, 3 plays, 8 yards, punt the ball. Next drive, the Buffalo Bills missed the long field goal, giving us great field position, and we actually take it to rest, and we get a touchdown. And that's it. After that, we actually got a safety on offense, 3 plays, -1 yard. We actually got a safety, so we actually gave up points on offense. But this notion that the offense is cooking, this offense was never cooking outside of the fourth quarter of the Baltimore game. This offense was doing exactly what it was doing under Flores. Matter of fact, to be told, it's putting up a lot less than what it was in Flores. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? Like, if you told somebody that, they wouldn't believe you. But this offense is actually doing less than it was doing under Flores from a scoring standpoint, which is just absolute crazy. And it got no better the last 3 weeks. We put up 15 points, 17 points, 16 points. 15, 17, 16. It got worse. It actually didn't get worse because that was pure offense. Those other games, actually defense scored, and we had great field position situations. But isn't that crazy that we were putting up more points a game with Flores? It's absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. I got to do some math real quick. Right now, we're averaging 22 points a game. That's with Baltimore. Right now, we're averaging 22 points per game. As a team, not just offense, because we know the defense scores some of those. We're averaging 22 points a game. I wonder where that ranks in the league, if it's like 13th or 14th. NFL points per game. Let me see. They got to be at least 15th. Let me see. No, it's 17th. We're averaging 21.8. 21.8 a game. 21.8 a game. Total points. And you can't the reality is you can't take away the fourth quarter in Baltimore because we did it. But we also not crazy. We know what happened in that game and we know what we did. And we know what they did. And it's a shame that in that fourth quarter alone, we scored more than our game average. 28 points. That game, that fourth quarter alone gave us 5 more points per game, y'all. 4.8 or something like that. Let me see. 28 divided by 6. That fourth quarter alone gave us 4.7 more points per game. 4.7 more points per game. We would have been 17.1 a game if it wasn't for that fourth quarter. And 17.1 would have put us 29th in the 28th in the NFL. It would have put us 28th in the NFL if it wasn't for that fourth quarter. This is why I told y'all we are living off of a fourth quarter. Talk about this offense been cooking. We are living off of a fourth quarter and a defense that have given us opportunistic opportunities to walk in the end zone. Our offense has to be better. We need to get over an average of 24 points a game. I believe we would have got to 24.8 or something like that on the season, but we got to get to 24 points a game to really be contenders. We got to bring our average up to about 24 points a game to be contenders. And what is that going to take? That's going to take us averaging right now about 27 a game for the rest of the season. We're going to need to average about 27 points a game for the rest of the season for us to hit roughly 24.8. Our defense holds up. Clearly 22 points is enough to win any game. Bills lost. I hope you don't keep looking at it that way. You can't always rely on the defense. That's the problem. And then what's interesting about you saying if our defense holds up, let me read that again, y'all. He said our defense holds up. Clearly 22 points is enough to win any game. Our defense ain't going to hold up, Bobby. Our defense ain't going to hold up. We gave up 27 versus Cincinnati. We gave up 40 versus the Jets. We gave up 24 versus Minnesota. They ain't going to hold up. Somebody said TD thinking too much. Maybe you're not thinking enough. Because here's what's funny. If we lose a game 23-22, they're going to say that we're going to blame. Who we going to blame? Who we going to blame, y'all? We're 9 times out of 10 going to be talking about what the defense didn't do. When the reality is we made these investments on offense, we need to be better on offense. It's that simple. We need to be better on offense. We got to be. And it's not yardage. It's execution and figuring out ways how to get in the end zone. How many points are the Steelers averaging? Oh, good question. I'm sure it's pretty bad because they don't put up points. Steelers are averaging 16.2 a game. The Lions averaging 28. And that 28, didn't they just put up 3 points or something versus the Patriots or something like that? And they still averaging 28? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. No. They actually scored 0 points versus the Patriots, and they still putting up 28 a game. Wow. These fools are averaging 28 a game, and they just scored 0 versus the Patriots. Didn't score at all versus the Patriots, and their average is number 3 in the NFL behind Buffalo and Kansas City. Who else we got? We got one more trash team coming up. We got Pittsburgh, the Lions, and it's one more trash team. The Bears, I think, right? It's the Bears, right, y'all? I believe so. And they average 15.5, so we good. So we got to figure out a way to go 3-0. That Lions game, we're going to have to be led by the defense because they can put up points. The offense is going to have to put up some major points, but the defense is going to have to help out. They definitely going to have to help out. We put up 42 versus Baltimore, but we also need to come to the realization our next highest score is 20. Our next highest, actually 21, excuse me. 42 is a huge gap. Then you got 21 and 20, 17, 16, 15. That's the scores we were putting up. 42, 21, 20, 17, 16, 15. So now we got a 3-game run against some scrubs. This is where we need to make our biggest gain and getting our averages up. Then we got Cleveland after that. That game to me is going to be interesting. I want to see how we're going to do versus the run. Then we got Houston after that. So technically, we can go on a 5-game win streak if we do what we need to do because we're going to have to, y'all. The 5-game win streak will give us 8 wins. The problem is you'll need 3 more wins, and here are your opponents. San Francisco, Chargers, Buffalo, Green Bay late in the season, Patriots, Jets. Got to get 3 of those. Got to beat San Francisco back. Got to beat the Chargers. Well, I don't know who you got to beat, but those 6 games, you get, even if, and again, this is if we go on a 5-game win streak, then you need to win 3 of the last 6. And that is a tough schedule. Why? Because 4 of those 6 are on the road. San Francisco on the road, Chargers on the road, and I imagine we'll be staying out west because it's 2 West Coast games back to back. So San Francisco on the road, Chargers on the road. Then we got to fly all the way back home to practice. Then we got to fly all the way up to Buffalo on the road. That's the scary stretch to me. So here's what we deal with. We got to end the season 3-3 if we go undefeated in the next 5 in a tough back end schedule, right? Now, what if you only win 4 games in the next 5? Which this is the NFL. Ain't no guarantee you're going to win all 5 of them. But what if you got to win 4 games? What if you only win 4 games? Then those last 6, you got to go 4-2. Now you done put yourself in a corner. What if you only win 3 games out of those 5? Now in the last 6, you got to go 5-1, and I'm here to tell y'all it ain't happening. Especially if you lost to teams that were in that 5 anyway. So the goal is to go 8-3. The goal is for us to go on a 5-game run and go 8-3. Only teams that are a threat. Chicago is a guarantee to me. Houston is a guarantee to me. But we can't sleep on Pittsburgh, Detroit, nor Cleveland. Pittsburgh, we already know why you just can't sleep on them, even though we should win. Detroit, their offense is just powerful. That's a concern. And Cleveland has the most well-rounded team. They just have quarterback issues. But don't let that be the day that Jacoby give it to you. But you don't want to lose one of those games. Or you got to go 4-2 at the end. And if you lose 2, you got to go 5-1, and I believe it's over at that point. It'll be over at that point. But we'll see. Buffalo, average points allowed, 17.5. Patriots, average points allowed, 13.5. Yeah, it's those defenses. Defenses, man. Let me look at that for us. Total defense. Hold on. Let me see what this is. Yeah, opponents' points per game. See, this is the issue. Miami is 27th in the NFL in points per game given up. We give up 25.8 points a game. We give up 25.8 points a game. Last year, it was 21.9. It's an area we got to get better. San Francisco got the number 2 defense in the NFL. They only give up 14.8 a game. Buffalo, 13.5. New England, 18.8. They 7th in the NFL. Let me see. Anybody else we play? Chicago, only 19.7 a game. Minnesota, 19.7. Houston, 19.8. All these teams we played doing better than us on defense. Green Bay, 20.5. Jets, 21.3. Who else we play? Pittsburgh, 24.3. That's a good thing for us. Chargers, 25.3. Yeah, that's a disappointment, though. Even though they got better from last year, they were giving up 27 a game last year, so they have improved. Byron comes back. Defense will be a lot better. People hating on non-CC. Yeah, but he's not back. And well, I'm curious why you say people are hating about it. I want to see defense. Let me see. I want to look at giveaways per game real quick as far as turnovers. Yeah, Miami is 22nd in the NFL in giveaways. We're pretty bad on that too. Turning the ball over. Trying to look at all of these season stats. Yeah, 11 games is safe this year for the playoffs. You win 11, you win. You win 11, you're in. Total offense. I'm trying to see how much points special teams. Okay, special teams. Here we go in defense. No. Okay. Ain't no stats on that. All right. Trade Byron Jones for what? Who's gonna pick up Byron Jones' big contract at this point? That's what you got to think about. It's not whether we should trade him or not, but who wants to pick up that contract? Nobody wants to do that. All right. TD, why is it tough being a Dolphins fan when it's supposed to be entertaining? I'm losing years of my life because this team. Am I too loyal? You ain't too loyal, but I understand where you're coming from, bro. But remember, you're not too loyal, okay? Sticking with your team is the right thing to do. It's an amazing thing that you're doing. And I recommend you continue to stick with your team. I gotta say this before I get out of here and start the game stream. I want to talk to y'all about this real quick. If y'all watched the AFC East roundtable last night, let me know in the comment section. Yes or no? Yes or no if you were on the AFC East roundtable last night. Please let me know. So most of y'all were there last night. So did y'all notice I wasn't, too much engaging and all of this and that last night? For the very first time on the AFC East roundtable, I heard my three counterparts talking. And I had no comeback. I couldn't even be delusional and lie and try to boost us up over them and talk about this and talk about that. So I understand what you mean when you're like, man, I'm getting tired of this, man. But I had no comeback. Like last night, man, I was just like, man, these guys are actually telling the truth. And let me tell y'all another thing. I know we live in a world of dolphin and we want to think everybody else suck until we lose and we're like, man, and we make every excuse in the world. But when we win, the other team, we don't hear none of their excuses. But Buffalo is unstoppable right now. Buffalo is unstoppable right now, and they're about to get their all-pro on defense back and a few other guys healthy. That team is pretty much unstoppable. Us beating them at the end of the season, whenever we play them, is like literally a 10% chance. I'm just keeping it 100 with y'all. Hopefully we win. But I am telling y'all now, don't expect what happened last time to happen again because we shouldn't even won that. Josh Allen lost it for his team, if you ask me. Wide open guys to win the game and you throwing it in the dirt. Easy plays. We lost that game. but we got the W. We'll take it. The freaking Jets are getting better. And I've been telling y'all that all summer. I told y'all that all summer. Don't think it's just a fluke. Don't think they just had our number. Don't think, oh, it's only because Tua didn't play. Even if that's the case and we beat them next time, they're getting better in this division. And they still got draft capital. And they still young. And they still hurt on the O-line. And the Patriots, as much as we want to say, oh, they suck now. Look at Belichick out here. 2 of the most impressive wins by any team all season the last 2 weeks. Blowing the opponent out. Nobody could stop their run game. And we'll have to contend with that later on in the season. And they always play us tight. But we live in this world where we good. We good. And it reminds me of why I'm so critical, what many of y'all call negative. I'll take it. Because I want my team to be so great that everything that we should be concerned about, we should be addressing. But since we're not addressing it, people basically try to tell me, well, don't point it out. Don't point it out. And I want us to be so great that I can't help but point it out. We sit here and live in a delusional world where it's like we're going to go undefeated and win a Super Bowl with Tua, with this, with Tyreek, with that, with Arm. We're going to do all of this. And when we play a game that we win and I see all the areas where if we don't get that cleaned up and can come back to bite us, why are you bringing those up? We won. Because I want to win the games later when you're going to need to have those things right. I want us to fix these areas, so I want to talk about them so people understand where we're falling short. But y'all think we're falling short nowhere because we won. Like in a win, there ain't nothing you need to do better. Because I'm tired of losing. I'm tired of every freaking year. It's a new freaking story of why we lost. And some people just ain't tired of it yet. Bobby said, nah, TD, you losing hope. We just got to get healthy, man. Jets trash, Bills trash, Pats trash, AF. Bro, how old are you? How old are you, Bobby? I'm just curious. How old are you? Real talk. How old are you, Bobby? I'm curious because I'm trying to compare it to my age. How long you pretty much been watching the team and stuff. Ain't no trick question or nothing, but I'm real curious. How old are you, bro? I'm loyal, but want to reap the benefits while alive. I agree. Nah, Bobby ain't 15. Y'all ain't got to talk like that, but I am curious. How old are you, Bobby? Don't go ghost on me now. This ain't a trick question. I ain't trying to come at you nothing like that, but I'm genuinely want to know how old you are, if you don't mind. Hey TD, you never answered me, bro. Oh, what was your question? Damn, Bobby just went ghost on us all of a sudden. Hey, I mean, I was being serious. I wasn't trying to troll you or say nothing negative about you or nothing like that. I really wanted to know your age. Basically, I was going to assume that you were younger than 37. And I was going to try to compare how old you are to see how many more years you have before you stop feeling like that. That's all I was going to do. Because you ain't ghost on me. Oh, there he is, but he didn't give an age. Which Bobby specific? Bobby Supreme 1, you. You. Man. But no, man, I'm not losing hope in my team. I always have hope for my team. I always have hope for my team. But at some point, I got to grow up and be honest. I can't keep the delusional because, and let me tell you why this time it's going to hit harder than ever for many of us. If you follow this channel long enough, I'm 29. Y'all smoking. I would have put you between 26 and 32. So I get it. When I was your age, 29, same thing, bro. You just losing hope. Pick your head up. We all right. We gonna do it, man. I'm telling you. Bobby, you got about 4 more years, maybe 5, before you start really being critical of this team, because you actually, like, you want them to do good now, but then you want to be invested in, you want to know why they weren't good in the past, and you'll start knowing what they need to do to be good. Because this ain't it. When I was your age, no matter what this team did, don't lose hope. We good. We about to win it all. Trust me, man. Trust me. Y'all losing faith, man. I was there too. Y'all negative, man. Trust me. Y'all will see. Y'all will see. That was me, Bobby. But imagine coming on this show for the next 3 years with that same hope and being wrong every time. At some point, it's going to make you go back and study, where did we go wrong? I thought this would happen because of that, but that was wrong. I thought this would happen because of that. That was wrong. But why was it wrong? Because of that, because of that, because of that. Now I know why we failed in the past. So now let me look to the future and not make the same mistakes. Now let me look at the philosophy of this team, of how they feel they need to build a team. Now let me look at where they're wrong in their philosophy, where they're right in their philosophy. Now, here's the kicker. Now, let me hold them accountable by seeing that they stay consistent with their philosophy. Because one of the main reasons we continue to fail, we'll sit there every rebuild, every 4-5 years, talk about our philosophy and what we want to do going forward. And by year 3 or 4, we flip the switch and we stop heading down that road. We stop heading down that road. This is TD's villain origin story. Might as well be. I ain't living in delusion no more. I'm not finna sit on here and pump y'all up every year just to slap you right in your face and bring you down, and then figure out a new way to lie to you to pump you up just to slap you to bring you down. Then a brand new, creative, even better way to build you up, slap you down to put you down. And as long as they get one good free agent every year, I'll always be able to build you up and say, this the reason why we finna do it all, just for you to be slapped in the face and tore down at the end. Somebody please raise your hand if I'm speaking the truth about what's been happening in the last 20 years. See, Bobby, you 29. You don't know what's been going on the last 20 years. You were 9 years old when it started. You were still figuring it out. You were still in elementary, about to go to middle school. You may have liked the Dolphins, but you ain't care nothing about the in-depth stuff. You maybe ain't start getting that until you were what, 17, 18, maybe even not even that. Maybe early 20s or 5 years ago. I started around like 16, really. I've always been a fan, but really diving in this team around 16. I'm 21 years in. But guess what 21 years in mean? I am the epitome of knowing what it's about. 21 right on the dot. I am the epitome. Going on 22 years, and since I really focused on this team 22 years, I have experienced every month, day, hour, second, minute. I skipped one and went back. Whatever. I have lived the insane cycle. At least those who are older than 37 years old, you know, the 50-year-olds and all of them, at least they got to see what winning looked like. Even if it wasn't a Super Bowl, at least they got to see a little bit of what playoffs look like. At least they got to see what good quarterback play looked like on a consistent basis. But me, my boots been on the ground since the turmoil began. So I don't care if anybody want to call me, want to challenge me on that. I stand with the best of them when it come to knowing what turmoil look like. I know every bit of what not to do because it's all I lived. At least the people that's older than me, they at least got to see how it's supposed to be done so they could just brush off how it ain't supposed to be done. But I had to consume, live, absorb, love, marry, and have relations with losing. So all my 32 to 40-year-olds, all my 32 to 40-year-olds, we know. And everybody older than that, y'all know too. But y'all get what I'm saying. It's all we know. My 32 to 40-year-olds, it's all we know. That's it. It's all we know. It's all we know. So don't question us when we sit there and tell you we done been down this road before. This is a no-no. It's like that kid that everybody done been burnt by the stove. Why? Because you can't tell them nothing. You can't tell them nothing. You can say, don't touch that stove, but they still got to find out. They still got to find out. I done seen every road there is. Let me tell you something. I done seen every road there is to go down as a team except one. We have seen every road to go down as a team except one. And you know what that one is? I'm talking about since 2000 to now. Going to get a real freaking quarterback. A franchise quarterback. Go for broke and go trade for one. I mean, even the Rams just secured a Super Bowl just saying, give me you. Broncos got one recently. Give me that. Let me just go get me a franchise quarterback caliber talent. The Bucks, come on, Brady. They out here pulling Super Bowls. And we out here still in this insane, pacifying, we going to develop, he going to get better, but the O-line get better, and then we need better receivers. Now that you got better this, now they not looking good, so we got to get better that. Now we got better that, but now they starting to act up again. And now, man, y'all get it together. What do we do? Man, go get a franchise quarterback. I'm sick of this crap. I'm so sick of this crap. This is why I don't care about giving. Oh, he can develop to be great. He can develop to be great. You know what? Oh, oh my gosh. It's just crazy to me. And the worst part about it is this. And I said this 3 years ago. I said this 3 years ago. I said, and this is about Tua. I said, if we draft Tua, here's the frustrating part. He's either going to work out and be a franchise quarterback, and that's great. Yay, we finally got it, right? Or he's not. And the people like me who believes that he doesn't have what it takes in him holistically long-term to be that guy, we got to go through this whole new era of letting people find out the hard way. And it sucks for the people who already knew that. Already knew this guy ain't it. And we've always hoped we were wrong. We've always hoped we were wrong. Stop talking about Josh Allen took 3 years. Josh Allen had that cannon in them legs in his rookie year and his sophomore year. His rookie year, he went to the freaking playoffs. Stop telling me Josh Allen took 3 years. He still had that freaking cannon and that running ability in his first 2 years. See, Tua could be the same guy right now. Screw the Baltimore game in this season. Tua could have been the same guy the first 2 seasons, which was underwhelming. But if he had that cannon and he had that elite running ability like Hurts or Josh Allen and Mahomes and freaking Deshaun and all of those guys, oh, I'll be the main one up here. No, he gonna be all right. Just give him time. Give him time. He gonna be fine. Tua gonna be that dude. Matter of fact, he gonna be the greatest thing ever because he gonna be a better passer than them dynamic players, and he dynamic. If Tua had the cannon and a running ability like those guys, oh my gosh, boy, I'll be fighting people to be the head Tua near to wear the crown because I would know that he would be that dude. But stop sitting up here trying to compare him to Josh Allen because Tua ain't got a cannon and Tua ain't got that mobile ability that makes up for your development in passing while you're getting better as a passer. He ain't got that. So when he does become the ultimate passer, it's still all he will ever have. It's all he will ever have. If he becomes that guy consistently long term. If he does. He's not one of these ultimate game changers that extends play. He sure ain't a play extender now because he's talking about how he learning, get rid of it if nothing's there. Yeah, he sure ain't going to be that now. We keep comparing him to Josh Allen night and freaking day. Go look at the scouting report. It ain't a word on there that match. There ain't a word between Tua Tagovailoa and Josh Allen on a scouting report coming from college that matches. Daniel Jones, just like Josh Allen, they get extra time in this league if they're not so great their first few years because they have a cannon and they have mobility. Running skills. And they also typically can absorb contact. That's why they get the extra time. Because if they get that passing game in them, now they got the full package. But sitting around just waiting on the passing game and you ain't got the rest of the stuff, teams don't want you. Just like Ryan Fitzpatrick said, and he was 100% correct, Tua can be good at this, but he's going to have to be the best at that because it's all he has. In order for him to make a staple in this league, whatever his strength is, he got to be the best at it in the league because he ain't got none of the other stuff. He ain't got none of the other stuff. Tua is a better passer than Jalen Hurts, but Jalen Hurts is a better football player. You see how that works? You see how that works? That's what I'm talking about. Tua got to win Sunday. He will. He will. We're going to win the next 3, I see. Guaranteed. And hopefully the 5, because we need to. Why you think they so enamored with Skylar Thompson? Because he got a cannon, he got mobility, and he got a little bit of accuracy too. You put that together long-term in developing him, he's a professional quarterback who can not only pass the ball, but also make plays with his legs and get it downfield if necessary. Off platform. Mechanics off and still make the play. Tua, to make plays, has to have his perfect mechanics together. Oh, a bad throw by Tua. When you watch the film, yeah, you see his mechanics were off. You see, Mahomes, guys like that, screw mechanics. Their body is just built with the natural ability to be able to physically calculate angles and movement. Like that's a real thing. Some of y'all don't realize it. Some of y'all felt that when y'all were young, when you were kids, when you were on the basketball court, the football field, baseball, kickball, all of that, certain angles, like you automatically knew if I turn my body this way, I got to overcompensate by going that way with a pad, whatever. You know that natural ability where you don't have to have perfect mechanics to get it where it need to be, the anticipation, the putting it in the right spot on the run, all of that crazy stuff. A lot of y'all felt that when you were young, when you were actually playing sports in school and all of that. Momentum, if that's what it's called. Okay. That functional strength and spatial awareness. I don't have the words for it, so if y'all giving them to me, I'll take them. Man, y'all got me cooking. I'm supposed to be getting ready for Thursday night football. What time the game tonight? Let me see. What time the game tonight? Here we go, ESPN. All right. Somebody says soon. 8:15. I gotta go, man. I'm gonna crank up the next stream in 10 minutes. Because we gotta get our prize picks in. So not 10 minutes, about 6 minutes. I'm gonna crank up the next stream and we're gonna get our prize picks in, see if we can get a good get some good fun in tonight. I don't know what to pick in this game, but we're gonna see. All right. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Fins up no matter what. Peace. I'm out. See y'all in like 5 minutes.